So I'm going to spend the next few minutes going over what to expect from e-learning going forward, or at least until we get back into the classroom. So I'm going to use a student in my class just so that you can see exactly what you're going to have to do with your student. So first of all, you're going to log on. So when you open the computer screen, it should pop up and it should have like 2031, and then it may say the first initial of the first name and then the entire last name at neogacusd3.net. If you're at that screen, the password is cats dogs, and all of that should have come home with you as far as the password. So once you log onto the computer, here should be your screen, and then you would click down here on the Google Chrome. When you get up here, this is mine. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch over to, maybe if it'll let me, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to a student's so that you can kind of see exactly what I am going to show you. So I went ahead and clicked on Raina. So up here you can see her icon up in the corner with her name on it. If I click on it, I've got her email address and then her password I've had to type in order to have access to um, her account. So this is what it should look like. Whenever you log on to your child's computer, you may see bookmarks up here, such as Reading Eggs, Epic, ABC, Extra Math, things like that. Those are all already pre-saved. That way, all they have to do is click on it and put their password in, and they're ready to go. So theirs will look a little bit different just because I haven't saved all of those to my computer. So they should have all those saved bookmarks. So when they get to this page, up here you have Gmail, and then you have these 9 dots. And these 9 dots are um, what I want to really show you. So Gmail, of course, we want you to check it every day, and then we may have some alerts or some assignments or some notifications. So as you can see, I've sent some to Raina. Mr. Bear has sent some to Raina. So she's got some emails that she'll have to check. Then I can go back up here. There's her name, and then here's these 9 dots. If I click this, I'm going to have her account, her Gmail, her Drive. So we've got all these different, I guess, icons you could call them. What she's going to have to do is she's going to have to click on Classroom. So she's going to go ahead and click on Classroom. And as you can see, she's got second grade with Mr. Bear and then second grade with me. So if you go ahead and click on Mr. Bear's, he's got different lessons here posted that they want them to complete. This can be done at home. I think everything that he has is set up for them to do at home. So if you want to get out of that and go back to mine, you simply click over here on these 3 lines and decide that, oh, I want to go back to Miss Vaughn's class. So I'll click here. Okay. Here is where you will see any kind of updates or any assignments that are posted. Right here is where all the assignments will be posted. So what I'm going to do really quickly is I'm going to swap over to my account really quick, and I'm going to go ahead and allow access um, to the 26th. I'll kind of give you an idea of what is going to. Oops, not what I want to do. Sorry. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to open it right now. Okay. There we go. We're just going to assign it. So I'm going to assign it to all students. So go ahead and assign it. Okay. Now let me hop back over to her so that you can see what it will look like on your screen. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on Miss Vaughn's classroom, and it says right here, I posted a new assignment August 26th. So you can click on it here, or you can go up here to classwork. That's typically where I go, just it's easier for me, and I can kind of see what assignments have been done and what assignments have not been done. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And then it says, please use the slides to complete all assigned work for today. So what I did was I went ahead and took everything that we're going to do each day and I combined everything into a Google Slides. So each day you will have a Google Slides that will pop up. This is what it will look like. You have to go to view and then present. Okay, so today has the date. Here's some reminders, and those will change depending on the week. Hello, second grade. Please complete our morning check-in. So every student will have this. They will click on it, and it will take them to this. And so every day they're going to have to put their name in. What zone are you in? So in the past, we talked a lot about zones of regulation and how we feel, and how in the green zone is kind of how we learn the best because we're ready to go, we're focused. So we've talked about, not so much this year just because it's been such a crazy year so far, but we've talked about the different strategies and tools that we can use to get ourselves up into the green zone. So just have them put their name, tell me how they're feeling. What did you do well yesterday? So this is kind of a reflection question. These questions will change depending on the day. What can you do better today? And then what did you change from a negative to a positive? And then any questions for me. There will always be an any questions for me every single day. That way, if there's ever a question, you can shoot me the question right here, and then I should be able to respond to you right away. So whenever all of this is cleaned up, or sorry, not cleaned up, when all of this is filled out, um, you're going to go ahead and hit send, or not you, but your student will go ahead and hit send. Then all of these will come to me, and I'll be able to look at them and see their responses. So once I'm done with that, I go ahead and X out, and it takes me right back to my slideshow presentation. So I'm going to go to the next one. So for reading this week, for these 3 days, there's no video, there's no weekly story, and there's not an I can statement. So each subject I will have this filled out, and then the second page will be the specific assignment. So for reading the assignment, get on Reading Eggs for 20 minutes, and then get on Epic for 20 minutes. Remember, Reading Eggs and Epic are both saved on the bookmark up on top of their computer screen. So all they have to do is click on it, and then it may ask them for their password, and all of their passwords should be on that green piece of paper that we sent home. So you just do this through all of the subject areas. Some of the subjects will have videos for them to watch, tells us what we're talking about, and the I can statement. And then the assignment will be listed here. So anything that they need to do will be listed for you just to click on. You will go through and you will complete it. Oh, I got to present it. Sorry. In order for you to do it, you have to present it. So, okay, that's a cab. Great. And it will let you go to the next one. So it's just a practice for short A words, since that is our phonics skill this week. So when all of those are completed, you'll go through all of them. There's quite a bit, but it goes by really, really quick. So once that's completed, you go ahead, you X out, and then go on to the next page. Here we get to math. And then here's a teaching video. And then all I ask is that while I'm teaching on the video, that the students follow along in their book. Here are the pages that they'll need to complete with me. And then complete pages while I'm teaching. And then they're going to do their on my own pages independently, which you will see that in their books. And then something different that we're trying instead of sending home homework are these self-checks. So this is just 5 questions from the end of the lesson to kind of make sure that they're understanding what we're doing. So right here we've got they put their name, their email. If they don't put their email, it's okay as long as you fill out the one that has the red asterisk next to it. So find the sums, find the sums. Again, find the sums, find the sums, find the sums. So they would complete all 5 of these, and then don't forget they have to click send. In order for it to be counted as completed, they have to hit send. So that way they know that they're done. I have their results, and then that is all they will do for their math homework. When they're done, they just X out of it again. And then we go to grammar. Here's a video that you can watch. Here's what we're working on this week. Here's the I can statement. That way, as long as you have the video and the skill, if there's things at home that you can practice with them, you know what we're doing in the subject areas. So that is kind of why I have the video, the skill, the I can on one page, and then their specific assignment on the second page. So for this assignment for Wednesday, after watching the grammar video, which is on the opposite page, let me see, I think I'm going the wrong way. Make a list of 6 proper nouns that need to be capitalized and email it to your teacher. So I just want to make sure that they understand emailing. I know that the sub worked with them a little bit last week, so I just want to make sure they know how to email. So have them send me a list of 6 proper nouns that need to be capitalized. And then we get to science. There's no video, no I can statement. All you're doing for science for Wednesday is on page 3, and it's just looking over the Unit 1 vocab. Writing, of course, no video. We're starting narrative writing. I can write a narrative piece. And then here is the assignment. So all we ask for writing, just to keep it very organized, is they brought home a writing notebook. And I want them to use the first page that they see. So the first page, when they open up the cover, I want them to put the date on the top right of the notebook. And then I want them to write this following prompt. So this should be the very first thing they write. Then they're going to have a space, and then I want them to actually answer the prompt and remember to do capital letters, spaces, and punctuation. So every day when we have a writing assignment, we're going to have a new page, but I want the date on the top right of the page, and then I want the prompt written. That way, as I'm going through the writing notebooks, I can see what date it was done and what the prompt is to make sure that they are following directions with writing. So that is one thing I just want to make sure. I know every year that the students, they get so excited and they may be 4 or 5 pages in, and then I'll look at their writing notebooks and they may have had them upside down or backwards, or so just making sure that the writing notebooks are facing forward, they have the front cover open, and they are facing the right direction. So top of the right of the first page, writing the prompt, and then they can go ahead and complete the writing. So that's the writing assignment. And then we get to handwriting. There will be some handwriting videos, especially when we get closer to cursive. I will try and post some handwriting videos, but for now, these letters, they should know how to write most of these. So it's just a practice. And then we have the I can, and then the I can write neatly and on the lines. Miss Vaughn's kind of a stickler when it comes to handwriting. And so in the classroom, if I notice that they're kind of sloppy, I'll circle it and I'll have them go back and redo it. So it's just how we work on getting better handwriting and making sure that everything we write is clear for others to read. So make sure that if they're rushing a little bit, to say slow down, or Miss Vaughn's going to probably make you redo that. So taking their time and writing neatly. And like I said, here's the assignment. Complete the letter A pages in your handwriting book. And then special. So be sure to check your technology, music, and PE Google Classroom. So when you, let me go back to that in just a second. Here's ways to get in touch with me. So obviously Google Classroom, you can message me on there. Parents, you can always message me through Dojo. I'm sure before the end of the year, you're going to be like, man, I'm kind of over this Dojo, but it's a great tool to communicate back and forth, and it keeps us having to make phone calls constantly. So it's a really nice tool, and I've used it for I think 4.5 years, and I really really like it. So every year they bring out more and more. So I really really enjoy it. And then my email address, my phone number for the school, and then my extension is 2021. So if you need to get in touch with me for any reason, here's all different ways that you can do that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit escape and X back out of that. So now once all my stuff is completed, then when I get back on my screen, it will show me, and I'll show you just really quickly what it will look like when they get done. It will show that here's all the students, and it will show that it's been completed. If it's not been completed, it will show that, and it will say incomplete. So just make sure that we are getting our work done. And there are due dates. So every assignment is due by midnight that day. Let's see. Last thing I want to go over really quick is just let me go back to the 9 dots classroom. Okay, as we progress, you might see, okay, there's one from Mr. Bear. There may be one from Miss Letizia, and they're going to just have to go and accept it, and there'll be assignments posted from her. There may be some from art. There may be some if your student is in speech. So just make sure you're watching these and accepting them and making sure that you check all of them. So not just mine, but all of them. As far as anything else that you need to know to go ahead and work this, the main things you're going to do is Gmail and Classroom. If there's anything else I want to add to it, I'll make another video. But if they know how to work these two things and they remember that they have those bookmarks saved at the top of their page, then they really will have everything that they need going forward. So if you have any questions for me, like I've said, don't hesitate to reach out, send me a message, call me. I'm not at school right now, but I can always check my voicemail. So if you need anything at all or if anything's confusing, do not hesitate to reach out. I hope this helps. I hope this saves you from having to go into the building. And like I said, if you need anything else, reach out. I appreciate you watching it and I hope it makes sense. Have a good night.